Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Golden Sun, Dark Dawn. In the last episode, we collected all the pieces of the Umber gear, and now we have both the 3 treasures that we need in order to activate the Apollo lens, and as well as the gear that we need to even access the Apollo lens. So now we're ready to take on the final hurdle in this game, and that is the Endless Wall. The Endless Wall is just north of Tonfon, so we made a stop here. The last piece of gear was actually near Tonfon, but now in today's episode we're going to be starting the ascent up the Endless Wall and heading towards the Apollo lens. This is going to be a rather lengthy episode in a way because there are many hurdles ahead of us before we even get to the final dungeon of the game. We actually have to go through like a series of like 3 different areas before we even gain access to the Apollo lens, which is in a place called Apollo Sanctum. But anyways, this is the entrance to the Endless Wall. As soon as you come up here, well, you'll notice that the door is firmly shut. There's no way we can get in it normally. What we actually have to do is we have to cast growth on the area outside of the gate here. And once we do that, I do believe, no, we can't do that just yet. We actually have to go down and around. We have to gain access via a different way in order to even get access to the Endless Wall here. We're going to cast Cold Snap on this puddle right here. I do not know why they even bothered putting that other puddle there. That is really useless, but we're going to come over here and gain access to the Endless Wall. A little inconvenient method, but we're going to climb through the window here, and then we'll gain access through it here. But before we go on any further, we want to go back outside the other end, because there's a treasure chest right out here. In this treasure chest right here is Lucky Pepper. It's a really good item. So let's go ahead and use that. Oh, who has that? Who had the Lucky Pepper? Oh, Tyrell did. I can't see in the plethora of items. Let's increase luck. Who has the lowest luck? It's either Savetta or me. I'm gonna give it to me. I haven't had any items yet. Alright, but that's pretty much it. That's the only item at the Endless Wall. Yeah, the Endless Wall, even though I said we'll be here for a while, it's rather kind of just like an obstacle that you have to go through. It's not even like really a dungeon. It's just a pathway to the dungeon itself. Anyways, we're gonna keep going here. We gotta climb back through here again. Climb the tree, and climb the growth vine here. As soon as we're inside the main entrance of the Endless Wall, we can keep going up. Yeah, sure, that's fine. But we're going to come up to a crossroads because, well, the stair broke. So we can't go any further upwards like this. What we have to do is we have to go all the way back down, and we're going to cast Thermal here. So, cast Thermal on this, and that'll make us go upwards. I know there's a slate down there, and they actually tells you how to use thermal in order to ascend to the heavens, as essentially what it says. I know we didn't even get a chance to read it, but it's all the way down there. I was like, I don't want to go down the way down there to read that. But as soon as we come up here, we're at the top of the Endless Wall, and we're going to make our trek. But first, this is where the obstacle comes in. You can come here, and you can progress all the way to this point, but it says, "You whose goal is the light, show me the 3 treasures to which I might see them with my own eyes." So you cannot get past this door unless you have all 3 orbs, which we got. We got all 3 orbs. We did all the stuff. We got the red orb from Tonfon, and we got the yellow orb from the Yamada Ruins, and the blue orb was automatically given to us. But as soon as you get past there, you're back on the world map. Now, despite this is where we're going to be like looking over Balinx, the Balinx area, and we're just going to be really sad because we can't access this area. The only way you can access this area is if you have a action replay and you enable go through all walls. That's the only way you can gain access back to these areas. But you look at this, you're just like, oh man, I can't go back there anymore. Now, despite what the name Endless Wall, there is an actual end to the wall itself. I don't know, like, despite the name, it says, oh, it's an endless wall, goes on forever. Well, not entirely. You have to keep following this wall until you gain access to the next part of the dungeon. Corporal Slash. There we go. Okay, that took care of him. Alright, I need to actually throw up another avoid here. There we go. Now, we're gonna keep following this wall on the top of this mountain area. And we're gonna keep going down there. If you keep going down southwards, you're gonna end up at a dead end. It literally will just end, despite the name being Endless Wall. And if you keep going down this way, we're gonna keep running into more monsters because, well, Avoid's not working right now, but that's okay. Emerald Blitz. I like that move too. It has a chance to seal psi energy from the foe, so it can be really helpful if it does unleash. There we go, killed that one. And then finally, nope, he's still alive. That's okay. Well, let's go ahead and finish him off here. Spiral Assault. Mad Zephyr. There we go. He died. Tyrell grew to level 39. Okay, great. Amity grew to level 39. Eolio grew to level 40. Amy grew to level 41. Everybody just gained levels from this fight. But we're gonna keep going down this wall and keep running into more monsters. Yada yada yada. Okay. Now that we've killed that monster, I swear Avoid's not doing that. There's Craggy Peak Ruins right there. But as soon as we get to this part right here, you'll notice this spiral of clouds at the very top. This is gaining access to the final dungeon in the entire game. Well, final trek to the final dungeon in the way. So if you have, for any other reason, need to go back and fix some things, go get some Jenny that you might have missed, all this other stuff, this is pretty much the point of the game where this is your last chance, in a way. I mean, there's not a point of no return. You can always leave, but this is pretty much the end of the road. As soon as you go through here, you're going through to the final dungeon. Of course, like I said, you can always leave if you want to. But I'm just kind of giving you guys a heads up. We're at endgame at this point. So that's pretty much that in a nutshell. But if you keep going to the left, you're going to run into a dead end. So don't even bother. Like I said, despite the name being Endless Wall, there is an end to it. So don't even keep going left. There's nothing over there for you. But anyways, let's head on in through to the mist. I welcome you guys to Apollo Ascent. One of the 2 dungeons that lie before us before we even get to the Apollo Sanctum at the very end here. I'm actually going to have the 2. Actually, let me go and we're going to be using Crush a lot. So I'm going to be using putting Crush on shortcut. That and Grip. Grip's going to be used a lot here. So, anyways, Apollo Ascent is kind of a pre-dungeon to the actual dungeon before the main final dungeon, if that makes any sense. We got some really good monsters here. Fury Demons. They're pretty strong monsters, and they're capable of doing a lot of damage to you if you're not too careful. So he has a chance to haunt you, and that could be really annoying. Karis grew to level 40. Alright, great. Do I have a void up? I'm pretty sure I do, but this is pretty much the last part of the dungeon before that actually has a random encounters in it. Because the next portion doesn't have any random encounters in it, so. Anyways, we're going to climb all the way here, and then we're going to cast Crush on this giant piece of rubble right here. And it reveals a statue head. If you go and investigate the statue's head, it says, Matthew touched the statue's head. and it summons a giant hand. I guess in a way, the way to think about it is the statue's covered in dirt, and part of them it's like encased in the mountain in a way, and it just moved one of its hands out so it could get out of the water. It's like just reaching out there for you. And let's keep on going upwards here. In our next area, there's another crush rock, but this crush rock's very important. This is kind of like the one in Harappa. There's some mithril silver underneath it. So there's more mithril silver if you need it. Anyways, next area, we're going to keep going through here. And this is where it's kind of going to get a little bit convoluted if it gets to the point here. This is where you're going to have to start really paying attention. We got Fenrir's. I don't think it was the first time. I think that's the first time we run into Fenrir's. Radiant Fire. I love that move. Ice Missile. That's the strongest of the ice family synergy. Alright, let's go ahead and finish them off real quick. Gale Force. Ice Breath. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Ice Breath does a lot of damage. I remember that from the first Golden Sun game. There was when a monster unleashed Ice Breath, it was pretty bad. It hurt a lot. But let's go and finish off this Fenrir. Actually, it looks more like a Cerberus than a Fenrir. Reef through level 39. That's great. I'm getting a lot of level ups through this episode. That's good. I'm gonna climb this tree here. I'm gonna jump across here, and we're gonna cast Crush on this rock right here. Boom! Okay. Now, I've actually got to heal real quick. Let's go ahead and heal. And then we're gonna slide on down here and just go back down and around, because now that we broke that rock. Ooh, the void effect is wore off there. Let's go ahead and throw up another void. I know it's probably useless at this point. I keep running into monsters, but I guarantee you it's gonna work. At this eventually, I'm gonna be high enough level where the monsters are gonna be like, oh yeah, I can't get him. He cast the void. Matthew, you're level 41. Awesome. Sveta, you're level 39. And we got a Weasel's Claw. Pointless item. Anyways, we're going to keep on going through here, and this is going to take us to the next room. Now this room is going to be a little bit more hectic because there's a lot of stuff to do. First and foremost, let's go ahead and cast Crush on this rock, like we've been doing with rocks. Just crushing them and destroying them and smithereens and all that other stuff. It's like a Yosemite Sam. Like, I'm gonna blow you to smithereens! Alright, now you come over here. We gotta cast move on this rock right here. And then we're gonna come down here and we're gonna move it again, because we need to actually use that as a stepping stool. Because we're gonna be playing a little bit of a grappling hook game here in a little bit with the grip. As you guys can see, there's grip points around here. But we need to have that rock in the area where we can actually kind of hop across there. Alright, so now we got that one done. We're going to go ahead and grip over here. And then we're just going to jump across and then finally just get over here with grip here. Now, in this rock is actually a treasure chest. They were getting a little bit creative at this point. They were hiding the treasure chest inside the crush rocks. But this is a really good item, the Aeolian Cassock, which is a really good robe. I don't know if it's a good thing, and it's better than the Moony robe, I'll tell you that much. Nope, not as good as the Mysterious robe. Well, let's go ahead and quit that. There we go. And then the Moony robe, I've had that for a long time. Okay, well, it looks like I'm just going to have to hold on to that and sell that later. So, anyways, we're going to go ahead and cast Growth here. To kind of climb on way up here. And we're going to cast Grip. And we're going to do another grappling hook action flip. Action movie star flip. Whatever you want to call it. We're going to crush this this giant foot. The statue's foot. You wouldn't think you cast Crush on this, but, I mean, based on what you've been seeing in the game so far. But you're going to cast it to get that out of your way. And same with this hand here. We're going to crush the hand. Just, crush it. There we go. And now, I'm going to keep on coming down this way. And another grappling hook. This is where it's going to get a little bit tricky with what you need to be doing, because there's going to be lots of stairs. Or not stairs, but ladders and wall climbings and everything, and you don't know where to go. This is where it's going to get a little bit hectic in a way. Tyrell Gear level 40, and he learns Supernova. Cool. That's like one of his strongest attacks, besides Pyroclasm, which I think he learns like in the next couple levels, if I'm not too mistaken. Let's cast a Void again. Like I said, I swear it's gonna work eventually. I'm gonna get too high level to the point where it's gonna work eventually. Anyways, you're gonna jump across here. Alright, and we're gonna climb this thing, and despite what this is, this actually elevates you a little bit. This is like a hill. It doesn't look like it, but it's actually a hill. It'll take you up to the next level. So, let's crush this foot. Crush it. Smack it. There we go. Crush the foot so we can jump across the chasm there. And we have to actually do that to get rid of the rubble that's up there. Before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and cast the growth on this plant here, because I'm going to come to it later. So, alright, finally, let's cast Crush on this pile of dirt. Pile of dirt is going to go away. There we go. I don't think you can jump across that. No, you can't. You have to actually go down and around. But first, let's go down this way, because there's another Crush Rock right there that actually holds a treasure chest. Kara's good level 41. Reef good level 40. And everybody's getting level ups, and I'm happy about this. Because now it's going to make fighting the optional dungeons a little bit easier now. Alright, inside this Crush Rock treasure chest thingamabob is really good armor. It's Valkyrie Mail. So let's go ahead and see if we can equip that. Give that to Matthew. He can have that. Let's go ahead and quit that. And then Dragon Mail. Give that to Tyrell. And I know we just got this Azura's armor last episode, but it looks like it's gonna go straight to Yo-Yo. There we go. Alright. Kind of just, I know it's just like you're giving them hand-me-down, pretty much you're giving them hand-me-down weapon armor in a way. I'm just like going and giving them going down the line of characters who can equip the stuff that everybody else has, but we get new stuff and it's stronger. We're gonna come up here and we're gonna touch this statue's head again. And he's gonna point, just point with, objection! Object to your waterfall pointing mechanic. So, oh my gosh, I just love how he puts out his finger so you can cast grip on it. It's just like, here's my finger, Alright, now I'm gonna just go ahead and just grappling hook away from it. We're gonna go climb up here. And this is the final area of the Apollo Ascent area. I'm actually going to go ahead and heal, because I need a heal real quick. Now, this room tripped me up when I first played, because they want you to do certain things in certain orders. So, if you come up to this wall, it says, "The path of light may not be trod without mourning those who passed into shadow. Observe the rites thus. First, bring me fire to the descendant's eyes. Then cleanse the forehead with a drop of water. Next, blow a cool breeze across the nose. And finally, walk the path described by the scent of morning incense." Now, you're probably wondering, well, what in the heck does all that mean? It's actually telling you the order in which you should be doing some of these Psynergy moves. The reason why is because as soon as you do it in a wrong order, you mess up, if you fill the water bucket before you light the fires, it'll make you do it again. It'll stop it, it'll cancel everything you're doing, and you have to do it again. So first order of business is we need to light the candles. So we're going to cast Fireball on that, and do not, just because we have lit one, don't go and do the water. There's another candle we have to light. So there's 2 candles you have to light first. Do not cast a water. Do not go cast a douse on that bucket there. We gotta go light another candle. All right, let's go ahead and cast Fireball on this. And then finally, as soon as we come down here, now we can go and cast douse on this water bucket here. I think I understand why they're doing it. It's to mourn the people lost in shadow. I think this is a traditional Japanese mourning ritual in a way. The mourning the incense thing and everything else. I think that's what they were going at. But anyways, after you fill up the water bucket, climb up here and you're gonna cast Whirlwind on this fan. You have to do it in this order, otherwise you screw up. Some kind of aroma hangs heavy in the air. Now that's another clue here. As soon as you climb on down, you're going to be casting track. I know we haven't used track in a long time, but this is what it's talking about. You have to follow the aroma. So we're going to have to cast track in order to follow this aroma scent. And you have to follow it pretty much on the dot here, because if you mess up, you have to do this whole process all over again. So just follow the line, and I know it goes away after a while, so just stay where you're at if it starts to go away. We're gonna go cast track again, and you have to follow this path all the way to the skull gate. As soon as you do that, and you'll have access to the next area. So as soon as we get here, we're going to come up here and go straight to the gate. Then finally, the skull gate is going to descend a staircase down, and it's going to lead us to the next area.